Hey everybody, Reese Parrott here from Next Level Performance, and I got a great question from one of my clients the other day, getting confused about nutrition, all the information that's on Facebook and the media, on the news, etc., on BBC television and things like that. And it was just literally, what do they need to do to get the results to lose weight? There's so much conflicting information out there. Low carbs, high carbs, low fat, high fat. What's the right thing to do? What's the right things to not do? And in this video, what I want to talk to you about is literally, what you need to know and the crap that you don't need to know and can just forget about. So this is going to be really simple, really straightforward, little quick video on what you need to focus on to get the results in regards to weight loss and changing your body shape. So the biggest thing, the most important thing that there is calories in versus calories out. Literally nothing will beat this, whether it's low carb, low fat, whether it's Atkins, whether it's 5-2 diets, whatever diet you want to call it, it's all a manipulation of how many calories you're having. Let's say you go low carb, for example. What you do is you minimize the amount of carbs that you're allowed, so you minimize the amount of food that you eat. Let's say you don't eat carbs after 6 o'clock. That reduces the amount of food that you're going to eat. Normally, the amount of junk food, because we, after sort of 7-8 o'clock, we start snacking on foods that are going to take us away from our actual ideal health. So all of these ideas, all of these protocols, all of these little fancy diets, that whatever people want to call them, it's all ultimately looking at reducing your calories. That is the biggest thing. That is the most important thing. And at Next Level Performance, we focus on what is easiest for everybody to achieve. So, looking at portion sizes, for example, instead of weighing your foods, I've talked about this before, but just a palm-sized portion of protein for your meals, a cupped handful of carbs, things like that, unlimited vegetables, to get the maximum nutrients from those. So just look at the amount of calories, the portion sizes that you're having, reduce them down a little bit, not too much, because we literally do not want to just destroy our body so that we have no energy. Our body needs a certain amount of calories to be able to function. From the your heart, your brain, your organs, they all need energy to work, and they need energy to put into the body. So make sure that you are making use of that. What I can do is, if you send me a question, if you're wondering about your calories, we're getting a website up, which is www.nextlevelrecipes.co.uk. That's going to have in there an option for members to be able to identify how many calories they need based on their height, their weight, their age, and whether they're male or female. So you can literally go on there, type in the details, and it will tell you accurately what amount of calories that you need per day. However you make that up, depends on what your goal is. If you want just pure weight loss and you're not worried about health or your immune system, then you can have literally just 1,800 calories of just cake, whatever you want. That's not a problem. If you're just looking at weight loss, then that's going to get you weight loss. It's looking at other aspects where we're looking at health. We're looking at increasing energy levels, increasing our function, our confidence, increasing our brain function and things like that, where we're looking at then breaking it down into carbs, fats and proteins. So your carbs will be your vegetables, yes, your potatoes, your rice, your pastas, things like that. Your sweets and your treats are also carbs. Your fats, which are your milks, your butter, your avocados, things like that are really good for you. And then your proteins are your meats, your like yogurts and things like that are a mixture of fats and proteins. Eggs are fantastic, both fats and proteins again. So it's a mixture of those aspects for you. So we want to get the right sort of maintenance for you, and that's why nutrition can get really confusing. But we're all about making things as easy as possible to get the results. So all I want you to do is just focus on portion sizes, reducing down to what you are now, just a little bit, step at a time. Okay, look at, you don't want to go crazy. You don't want to literally go below, maybe 1500 is a maximum, like the minimum I would go with anybody. If you're going below that, we need to look at other options to sort of increase your calories up and increase your energy maybe. But we want the focus on calories in versus calories out. We don't want to overcomplicate things and, are you allowed this? Are you allowed that? Let's just literally strip it right down to as simple as possible, because that's what's going to get you the results. Okay, nutrient timing, supplements, anything else that you're spending money on is an absolute waste of time. The extra, everyone says healthy food costs more. It absolutely, if you're overweight and want to lose weight, then simply what's going to happen is you're going to buy less foods. You're going to eat less foods. So ultimately you're going to save money because you're not spending it on rubbish food that you don't need, that you're overeating with at the moment, okay? So let's look at strategies around that, on how we can save money, eat the right foods, and eat to lose weight as well, okay? That's what we'll talk about in the next video, but right now let's strip it down as basic as possible. Look at your portion sizes, look at your calories in versus calories out, okay? That's it for today. Just keep it nice and simple, that's all, okay? Any questions, feel free to comment below on the post. Feel free to email me, info@reeceparrott.com. And as I say, we'll get a recipes website up probably the end of this week, beginning of next week maximum. All right, look out for that. We're going to be sharing a lot of recipes as well. Okay, keep it tight. Sweet. See you later.